All right, welcome back to the First Sergeant Effect Coaching with yours truly. My name is Robyn. I am the retired United States Marine Corps First Sergeant. Before we get started, please like, share, and follow, because how are you going to know what we're talking about if you are not following me? Today's video, just really quickly, is about an epidemic. If you are unaware, the reports are saying that there is an epidemic of loneliness amongst American men. I did not know that, so I wanted to kind of dig a little bit deeper and figure out what's going on here. So I will be dropping the link to the article in the description, and the article from Fox News is entitled, "Young Men Aren't Failing America. America is Failing to Give Our Young Men a Purpose." That's what they're saying. So let's kind of take a dive. So they're saying that men are more depressed, have more anxiety issues, and are lonely, and that's causing a lot of problems here within society. So the article says depression and anxiety may impact young adults twice as much as teens, Harvard study finds. So it's talking about the data alone tells a powerful story. Amongst 18 to 35-year-old men, they are significantly more likely to feel lonely compared to their female counterparts. 15% of young men today report having no close friends. They're lonely, compared to only 3% of men who reported having no close friends or being single as well in the 1990s. It says perhaps most alarmingly, suicide rates amongst men in 2021 were 4 times higher than those of women. And the most common last words men used before they took their own lives was worthless or useless. So this is just horrible. Please know, men, that you are needed, you are wanted, somebody cares about you, somebody loves you. If you're having issues, burdens, mental burdens that you just, are too heavy, please seek a therapist, please seek some counseling, reach out to a friend. Somebody is concerned, somebody wants to make sure that you are okay. The article is suggesting that men get up and serve more. They're suggesting that men maybe, volunteer. Of course, volunteering for the military is always good as well, but more so, the article is talking about volunteering just in your local communities. I myself used to volunteer with the elderly. Think about it. There's always some retirement home that has an elderly person who has no visitors. And so they would be appreciative to someone coming through regularly and speaking to them and just kind of listening to them talk and things like that. Old people are cool as shit. They usually have a lot of good knowledge and experience, and I just like to soak up all of what they're saying and, listen to their experiences. Some years ago, of course, me and the young Marines actually threw like an unofficial Marine Corps birthday ball at an elderly's senior citizen home, and we went in there and decorated. We were dressed in our dress blue uniforms. The elders dressed up in their best attire, and they absolutely loved it. We had a DJ. It was so nice. So they seniors do appreciate those that can volunteer and come by senior citizens home. Pet socialization. I used to do pet socialization in San Diego at the shelter that I worked at, or volunteered at. And so pet socialization, if you're unfamiliar, is nothing more than they need people to come into the shelter, take the pets out of the cage, and just kind of interact and play with them. Think about it. It's usually more animals at the shelters than it is employees that work there. So they definitely need people to come out and just kind of intermingle with the pets. That way, when those pets get adopted, they are familiar with, being around humans and things like that. I also think some of this loneliness that they're talking about may be a result of this red pill content that's on the internet. And if you say, "Oh, I don't know what red pill content is," yes, the hell you do. It is these men that get out here on the internet, and all they do is bash women, and they talk about how all women just use men, and all women cheat on men, and just bashing women all day. Well, think about it. Those same internet, influencers, if that's what you want to call them. I don't necessarily like referring to them as such, but these same influencers that are pushing this red pill content, think about it. Most of the time they're married. Most of the time they're in a relationship, and they're telling you to stay away from men, and they in a relationship while you sitting up here soaking up all this red pill content, and you're single and you're lonely. Again, while they're in a relationship. So, maybe just kind of looking at what you're listening to, cleaning up your algorithm will also help with some of this doom and gloom and depression, anxiety, and loneliness, right? Because again, every woman is not out to use a man. Every woman is not out to cheat on a man, and all of those kind of things, or cause harm, emotional harm, whatever the case may be, to a man. Because again, it's a lot of good women out here Okay, there's a handful of good women out here who are ready to be in a relationship, treat a man right, etc. And let me also say this really quickly. They are not just referring to single men that may be lonely. It's men that are married that are lonely. Just because you're married don't mean that you are not alone. I was married and alone. My husband spent more time trying to gripe about how he felt like I cooked too many times during the week, and he didn't like me going to school and things like that, as opposed to just, us connecting and being married and happy. So, to think a man that complains about a woman who cooks too much when there's women out here who can't even fucking cook. Right. Whatever. So this is not about me. This is about you men. So if you're married and you feel alone, again, maybe you should seek counseling or a therapist, something that that works for you and your situation and whatever's going on with you in particular. So but again, I'll drop this article in the description. Just wanted to kind of, like I said, elaborate on this and let folks know that there seems to be an epidemic of loneliness going on. And so men, please believe that, again, you are needed, you are loved, you are appreciated, even if nobody else told you. Let me be the first to say, for the good men. Now, if you one of them other men, then I ain't talking to you. I'm talking about the good men who are out here taking care of their family, taking care of their kids, or just taking care of their responsibilities if they don't have children, being a productive member of society. Those type of men. We need you. Don't leave us. I don't want to be stuck with all women. They get on my damn nerves too. So, anywho, I will drop the link in the description. And I am Robyn. I am your retired Marine Corps First Sergeant, and I will see you in the next video.